we advise a lot of foreign companies on investing in Africa, providing them kind of advice, whether it is product risk analysis, whether it is advising them on how on structuring contracts to make sure that investment is protected, and also working on both sides, ensuring that you understand the nuances of the energy industry, and work to create an enabling environment to really make sure that this works. We can bring in lawyers, advisors, government officials, businesses into South Africa, whether it's providing them training, whether it's working on deal transactions, deal flows, and everything. And part of it for us as a Pan-African and pro-African company, it's very important to really look at and say, why do we have to, if we have to negotiate a contract in Africa? The reason you hear in West Africa, Central Africa, or East Africa, they'll say, oh, let's go to London, and let's go to New York, and let's go to Paris, and sit in a nice fancy hotel. You can have that in Africa. And South Africa represents that. You have great quality infrastructure right here in Sandton, right in Cape Town, in Durban. So we can still use African resources. And if you're going to be Pan-African and pro-African, part of that is ensuring that funds stay within the continent. Money circulates within Africa, because when African countries' economies are strong, the continent becomes stronger. And so focusing on our success and our similarities and our goals. And I think when we unite around that which brings us together, it takes us forward. And I think South Africa represents that. And as a firm, we try to look at that, and we try to see that which we can participate in. I think us investing a lot in education will get us there. Yes, I've always been a critic that says that we need a lot of PhDs, not a lot of PhDs, because a lot of the education really matters. It's not necessarily about us spending billions of rands investing in liberal arts education. That's important, but we have to look at vocational education. We have to look at tertiary education. We have to look at technical education, so that people can live and go back to their communities. Because traditionally the African wants to be in their local communities, whether it is going to Mpumalanga or whether it's going into Limpopo. You want to be there where you grew up, where you came from, and really develop that area. And how do you do that? You need to have the technical skills. You need to have the right management skills, and those skills are so important in improving that area, whether it is working in agricultural fields. A lot of land is available, but we cannot be a continent that doesn't have enough food when we have able-bodied people that can do the work. We need to have that right agricultural skill that gets us there. So I think education is needed, and for me that would be my recommendation: education, education, education.